Hey, I'm Dwight Clow, and in this episode of the Empower Good Christian Leadership Podcast, I want to talk to you about who we are looking for. Who we are looking for to help lead our movement, Empower Good. If you've hung around us for a while, you may have seen this piece of paper, a paper that looked something like this, a document that looks like this, and in it we identify four characteristics of people that we're looking for. And I just want to go through these with you real quick and help you understand what they are and why they're here. Number one, we look for people who are transformed or are in the process of being transformed. People who make meeting with God their first priority. I mean, it's not that they never miss, but meeting with God is like the number one priority in their lives. Their relationship with God comes first. And they invite the presence and perspective of Jesus into their hurts and their struggles so they don't export bitterness and dysfunction to other people. Now, this is really important because we have to put God first, and we reproduce who we are. And so if we're filled with bitterness and pain and hurt and unresolved issues that we haven't invited God into, then we're just going to regurgitate that on everybody that we lead. And one of the reasons why there's such a mess out there is so many people in leadership have these unresolved problems. So this is really important, and this is absolutely essential. If you're going to help lead this movement, that has to be you. Number two, we're looking for people who are on mission, who deeply want to see Jesus transform lives, marriages, families, churches, communities, cultures, and nations. In other words, people who have taken a look at the Great Commission in Matthew 28, go make disciples of all nations and take it seriously. They know it's important to Jesus, so it's important to them. And every meeting that they are in, they're looking to reduce the distance between that other person and God himself. So, disciple making on mission, understanding the plan and purposes of God, and making that a huge priority. Their life revolves around that mission, and they're very interested in doing this, and they care deeply about this. If that's you, then Empower Good is is the place for you to be, because that's exactly what we're all about. Number three, they are wise. And when I talk about wise here, I mean they have the sense to pause and invite God's perspective before they weigh in. You know, in the Bible, it talks about trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. So anyway, people who do this and do this regularly, there's three things that they are not. They are not opinionated, they are not arrogant, and they are not combative. And there are so many people in the body of Christ who are opinionated, arrogant, and or combative, and we don't want that. Instead, we want the wisdom that comes from heaven, and that's found in James chapter 3, and let me find that for you real quick. 3, verses 13 through 18, which I will read from the old NIV. Who is wise and understanding among you? Okay, so if you want wisdom, we have to listen up. Let him show it by his good life, by deeds done in the humility, underline humility, that comes from wisdom. But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such, quote, wisdom, end quote, does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, of the devil. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder and every evil practice. Verse 17, but the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere, peacemakers who sow in peace raise a harvest of righteousness. So the wisdom that comes from heaven as defined by James chapter 3. So that's the third thing. And then the fourth thing is they are people of healing. They are grieved. People that we're looking for to lead, empower, good are grieved over the division in the body of Christ, whether it comes from politics or race or theology or whatever. And they look for ways to build understanding, respect, trust, and love. If you read John chapter 17, Jesus prays for his followers, and he has one and only one request for his followers, you and me, who are alive today in the 21st century. And that one request is that we be one, that we be brought to complete unity. He doesn't want division in the body of Christ. And so the people we want leading in power of good have that mindset, that perspective, that heart of Jesus of not wanting this division. And instead of going around trying to get everybody to agree with every single thing that they believe, are instead showing understanding, respect, trust, and love. Because that's the thing that brings unity and brings peace and an end to the divide among the people of God. So anyway, those are the four things that we're looking for the people who are going to help lead the Empower Good movement. If those four things describe you, then we are very interested in talking with you. And you can reach out to us at empowergood.com. That's empowergood.com. As always, I'm Dwight Cloud. Thank you so much for listening. Much love from my home to yours. Have a fantastic day.